Hey guys. So I'm kind of freaking out. I quit my job and it's kind of complicated. I don't really want to get into it too much, but it was a pretty toxic situation and I got out. But now I'm jobless and incomeless and I'm getting down to the wire of what I got left and I'm really freaking out. I thought I had it covered. I thought I could do enough Postmates to make ends meet in terms of rent, but Postmates, man, I think it's because I'm in Portland and in the summer, which it is now, people just don't, people are out doing stuff. Like, I love that about Portland, but when I was doing Postmates a couple months ago, it was rainy and gross still, and so I was having no trouble like meeting the minimum for it's called guaranteed earnings, which is actually usually pretty cool. It's like you get they'll say like, okay, you have to get X number of deliveries between this time and this time, which is usually the big times like dinner 5 to 9. And if you meet that, so like, for example, the ones during the week for me are usually a guaranteed earnings of $70 for 8 deliveries between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. So on a busy night, that's not a problem. About 2 deliveries an hour, that's like, you get one, you go, you get one, you go, you get one, you go. And before I was trying to do it full time, I never didn't meet one that I was trying to get. So like if I went out and did those deliveries between 5 and 9, I've gotten it every time. Or sometimes it's during lunch or whatever, but I've never not gotten one until I quit my job and tried to do it full time, and I was like, oh, I'll just get those guaranteed earnings. No big deal. And then summer came, right about the time that I quit. Weather was beautiful. And I get out there and it's like, I wait an hour and then delivery. And I think they have a new algorithm to where they don't want you sitting in a parking lot waiting for deliveries. So I don't know, I could be wrong, but it has felt like I will sit and wait for like 45 minutes in a spot and like, I don't know, eat, or, you know, try to figure out other ways of income while I'm sitting there doing nothing in a parking lot waiting for a delivery to come. And it seems like every time I do that, once I leave that area, like I'm like, okay, screw it, I'm not getting anything. I pull out, I get about 1.5 miles down the road, and then I get a ping for that location, and I have to go back to wherever I was just sitting, and that's fine, whatever, but it's like still waiting an hour between deliveries, and I can't drive around. I can't just drive around and wait for, like, you can't drive around for an hour waiting for a delivery. That is wasting so much gas, and I hate that for so many reasons, but I drive an SUV, and I do not get good gas mileage at all. So the only way Postmates is even worth doing for me is if I make those guaranteed earnings, because if I don't, I'm barely making enough to cover gas, plus like maybe $10 or $20 for 5 hours of work. It's crazy. But if I get that guaranteed earnings, it's actually like not that bad. I'm making it, like for example, if I, like Monday, or I don't know, a couple nights ago, I did, I was trying to make the guaranteed earnings, so I was out from, you know, a little before 5 to, I didn't give up to like 8:45, and I did like 7 deliveries, and I made, I think including tips now, for like half of those, I've made like $50, and if I had made the guaranteed earnings, which is only like 2 or 3 more deliveries, I would have made $70, not including any tips. So tips are just on top of that. So anyway, I'm not meeting those at all since I've been doing this, trying to do it full time. I did make one that was like a whole long 4-day thing, but it was like, ugh, and it just not being worth it anyway. And it's a lot of work, man. It's hot, and it's, you know, you're running in and out of places, and if you're getting deliveries, that is. If you're not getting deliveries, it's so boring, and you just feel like, oh my god, I'm wasting so much money and time to not have anything coming in. So anyway, it's been really frustrating. So that's not gonna work. That is not gonna pay rent by June. I'm freaking out. So I'm also trying to start this online tutoring thing. I actually got accepted to do this online teaching for, if you don't know, I used to be a teacher. I was a teacher for like 12 years, maybe more than that, in like a traditional high school setting, and then I taught online for, I guess, 3 or 4 years, before I started doing these like other jobs. So I'm trying to get back into that a little bit, I guess, but I don't want to get recertified in actual teaching. So this Varsity Tutors, I don't know if I should say the name, but I guess I just did. Varsity Tutors is something I'm looking into, which seems like it could be really cool. I think I'm a little worried about my knowledge base, and what has happened to that since I've not been teaching. I'm not really sure that I'd be helpful as a tutor for like college level biology right now, which is what I used to teach, but anyway, I guess I'm just nervous about that. But there's also just a lot of setup. Anyway, I also got accepted for this teaching English thing, but it's to young kids, and I used to teach high school, so I'm really not like, I don't know, I don't even know really how to teach really young kids, and they give you the whole framework for it. I mean, doesn't look hard. I did a whole test lesson, but it makes me feel really silly. I don't like it. It's like, I mean, first of all, it's video. It's all video, which I don't really live in a traditional setting, so having like a whole like dedicated space for that is not quite on the table. Like, it would have to be outside, and so I'd need like a canopy, and I have to have like a backdrop, and you have to use props like whiteboard. I don't know. It's a lot for, it doesn't seem like that much money, and it's just another one of those things where like to get started you have to put money in, and I don't have any money to put in. So like I don't have any money to buy a canopy and walls for it and props for this like I guess it's like 16 an hour is what they offered me, but I don't even know if it's like, I don't even know if I could do 40 hours a week, which is almost what I would need to do. So I'm just really frustrated and really stuck right now. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. There's a part of me that just wants to get in the van and like take off before June when my rent is due, and I'm just not sure I'm ready to do that either. I mean, I don't even have the van insured. How am I gonna get the money to insure the freaking van? Ugh, I'm gonna be like actual homeless. Like, so I don't know. I mean, I just feel like you're supposed to be more prepared than I'm gonna be if I, get into this and try to get out of here by June. But I gotta talk to my landlord and see what he thinks. Sometimes he gives me a little leeway. Actually, a lot of the time he gives me a lot of leeway, I should say. He's amazing. I think of him as one of my like guardian angels in this life. The last like 4 or 5 years of my life wouldn't even have been possible without him. He's amazing. That said, I'm not really looking forward to going to him and saying, hey, I'm not gonna be able to pay June rent, so here are my options. I leave, or you give me a little leeway in June to hopefully have it figured out by July and money coming in. I just don't know. I don't know, guys. If anybody has any brilliant ideas, I'm all ears, because boy, I didn't plan on this. The plan was keeping my job for like another 8 months to a year and having a steady paycheck, getting the van ready to go, and then getting out. Getting my trailer, like I live in a fifth wheel right now in the backyard of my landlord's it's an apartment kind of building. It's awesome. But I've got a lot of stuff in there I need to get out. There's a lot to do with that. Like I'm pretty sure the tires are flat and I would have to get it out of here. I don't know. I mean, there's some stuff in there that I could sell for sure, but that's like, I'm just not sure how to go about all this. I really don't know. I could sell my car. I couldn't do Postmates anymore at all then, but I could sell my car, but I'm not gonna get much for it. The check engine light came on like literally the day I quit my job. So I know what it is, it's a catalytic converter, but that's definitely gonna reduce the price that I can sell it for, especially in Portland, because you have to pass DEQ here, which, yeah, so that's just a little update. I have been doing a little bit of work on the van, so I don't know if you can see this or not, but I did put in some, it's vinyl, sheet flooring, and I didn't do it right at all. Let me see if I can find some of the, I mean, I literally just, no, you can't see it. I literally just duct taped it. I got nothing. I got no tools right now. I got nothing, but my landlord had scraps from renovating one of the apartments. So he said they were all mine if I wanted them, so I just kind of pieced together some long pieces that cover the floor of the van and duct taped all the seams. Like, hopefully it'll work for a little while. Anyway, I still have my little desky thing that I found on the street. And I mean, I do have like some of the basics, the essentials that I would need. Like I got, oh, actually I was gonna show you this too. I got these really cool fans. I'll show you this up close here. Okay, so I bought these little fans that are really little, like 5 inches, maybe 5 inches by 5 inches. But they swivel like that. The button's up here. Sorry, my hands are really dirty. I've been working out here today. This is the on button, and it has 3 settings. Really powerful, actually. And then my favorite feature is it runs on an 18650 battery, which I think is 3,000 milliamp hours, 2,500 maybe. Anyway, so they should run quite a while on a battery, on a charge, and you can either charge them via micro USB right here, or the reason I like that they are these 18650 batteries is because I have a ton of them. I am a vapor, I vape. I don't know if any of you know what that means, but it's this thing right here. I vape. Yeah, I've said it before. My old job that I quit was I managed a vape store. So, and vapes, like mods like this, let me see if I can set this down and show you. Turn that off because it's loud. Nope, I can't set this down. Come on. Just lean on something, please. Okay, there we go. So, I don't know if you can see this, but, yeah, batteries in here are the same batteries that go in these fans. And I have a ton of them because of vaping. And you don't have to, I don't have to charge them through the fan. I can if I want to, but when the battery on the fan runs out, excuse me, I can just replace it with an already charged 18650 because I keep a bunch of charged ones for my vapes. I have some that I've retired. So yeah, those are super handy. So I'm going to try to get as many appliances or like little things like that that run on 18650s as I can, because it's just really handy because I have a bunch. I can charge them. They can actually act as, oh, I have this light too. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, so that's why I got 2 of these fans, and now then I also got some of these magnet hooks, and that has been working out great because I can, oops, wrong way. So these fans, they flip around a complete 180 degrees in this casing that they're in. And that's awesome because you can pretty much get them to any angle. And you can still get to the power button back here. Yeah, so I can hang them from these hooks. right now I have the other one in the window over here. And I am staying nice and cool in here. Like, really cool, actually. Like, I mean, it's pretty warm. If you're in the sun, it's really, really warm. Like, almost, it feels hot. It's probably only like 75. But yeah, so it's really warm in the sun, but in here, it is nice and cool. I would say definitely under 70. Probably gonna get over 70 here once it gets into the 80s, but it's pretty nice. So yeah, those fans are awesome. I would definitely recommend those. And other than that, I haven't really gotten much done other than some cleaning in the floor in here. But might be heading out in like 2 weeks, so that's, yeah. Woo! So yeah, that's a little update on what's been going on with me. Sorry I haven't gotten it a lot lately. I also started busking, so that's one thing I really want to do and get into, but I need like $400 worth of equipment basically to make that worth my while, which I think it would pay for itself basically pretty quickly. I have some friends in Portland that make like $300 in an hour busking. Now I'm not gonna make that immediately, but it's almost pointless to go out there without any kind of amplification. So I did it a couple times. I made $3.25. That was pretty awesome. And people were super cool, super receptive. But yeah, I need a mic and a mic stand and a little portable battery powered amp. So I really want to get into music. Like, that's what I want to do, and busking, and like, you know, I have another channel for music, and I don't know if that is something that could bring me some income. That would be #1 ideal. But if anybody has any ideas for making some quick cash, like a lot of cash quick, that'd be great. So let me know. And otherwise, just I hope all of you are having a great day and everything's going awesome. And we'll just keep holding out hope here for something to work out. Thanks. See you guys next time.